Well, howdy there.
Out of pocket for that shit.
It's been quite some time that we have spent from each other, of course. Not even gonna cap, I probably needed time for myself to even sort myself out in the first place, but hopefully I feel better as of right now. Does that even make sense? I think I am hopefully in a better spot as of right now, you know, with everything, and I'm ready to pretty much make my comeback, so clap it on up. I gotta fix the camera now because I was trying to be all cool and stuff. Also, yeah, I shaved my mustache and beard. I look like a baby. I look really weird in the camera, So we're gonna be playing this game called Stranded as the first game to come back. And hold it right there, because this ain't your first rodeo. How you doing, by the way? This game is official novel, so there's gonna be a ton of reading. There will be commentary here and there, of course, but most of this video is gonna be me reading. So allow me to read the background story to this game nonetheless. A holiday vacation goes completely wrong after your plane crashes onto an unknown island. You play as a protagonist of the story who manages to survive the crash along with a few survivors. Secrets lie uncovered on the unassuming looking island, which will be intertwined with the struggle for survival and the fate of your newly found companions. Stranded is a visual novel that presents a number of choices which will decide the future of your own existence, along with that of the group. Story progresses is placed completely in the player's hands. You will need to contend with both uncovering the secrets of the island and forging favorable relationships with the rest of the cast in order to achieve a perfect ending. Warning: this game contains blood, violence, profanity, graphic depiction, descriptions of deaths, aspects of psychological horror, and features same-sex romance between mature furry adults. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Whew! I'm feeling the vibes. Whoever was in the studio, you nailed this music nonetheless. I just hope I don't get copyrighted, that's all. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take this music down. But let's take it away now, shall we? And we're gonna get straight into the game, so let's get right to it. Drop the beat! Where am I? I can't see. It's so dark. Where am I? I felt as if my mind was in a daze and I couldn't remember anything. While struggling to recall the faintest memories, I already felt more like a captive sifting through a vast darkness. My body refused to listen to me, as if it ceased to exist. I felt my intangible form being drowned deeper, sinking into a vast abyss which was devoid of light. So pretty much you're dreaming as of right now. What was I doing? Let's see, what exactly was he doing? Thank God, it's about time. This has been overdue for way too long. I finally have some time off all to myself, so pretty much we're going on vacation. I can't wait to experience all the sights to see, all the lessons to learn, and all the food to eat. But most importantly, my time away from that shithole of a job. Yeah, I'm gonna have to censor myself off with this one, because we try to keep it PG-13 up in here. No boss, no work, no sleeping at the office. I've got to make sure I enjoy my time to the fullest on this vacation. I read before a while about the destination to myself as passerby, glancing Pastor B? Is that how you? I don't even know. As Pastor B glancing, I look at me occasionally, probably thinking I've already lost whatever few brain cells I had remaining since my last overnight stay in the office. Thinking about this vacation just makes me anxious. I feel like my stomach is filled with butterflies. I spent my time dazing, imagining about the vacation before I was brought back to reality by an announcement. The aeroplane I was supposed to be on is ready and will take off in 30 minutes. Time to move. While I was on the way to my terminal, I saw many couples that were going on vacation too. I couldn't help but feel jealous towards that, and slowly I began to feel lonely. I feel you on that right there, but I guess it's just the normal thing in this world, because when we go out to do something and we're alone in it, we got used to be alone in it whilst we doing it nonetheless, of course. I'm alone doing this nonetheless, no one's helping me, so the walls of the terminal felt as if they were getting wider as the people around me began to slowly drift away. My heart aches with the sense of lingering isolation and the longing to feel loved and cared for. I wish I had someone. So did this character grow up alone all their life nonetheless? Because if so, then that's a sad life, man. You need to get yourself some friends. I mumbled to myself. Slap. After being gloomy for a while, I give my cheek a slap to snap out of it. Dumbass, I'm going on vacation. I'm supposed to be happy. Forget about relationships. This vacation will all be about me. Yeah, talk your shit, king. I remind myself before I continue to make my way to the plane. After struggling to get to my seat, I stash away the belongings I had on hand in the compartment up above, a backpack containing the odd book or two, a sweater for when it eventually got too cold for me, and my laptop, which I took out of my bag before throwing myself onto the seat, letting out a loud sigh of relief. Sometimes when I be reading, I include extra words that are pretty much down in the dialogue. Then I catch myself and remember, oh wait, I have to read what the dialogue is actually saying. I got lucky because I was able to get a single row of seats to myself. I chose to sit next to the window. Sitting next to the other people makes me feel awkward. After about 15 to 20 minutes of waiting, the plane began to take off right after everyone had gone through the safety briefing done by the stewards and had their seatbelt fastened. I love to sit next to the window, even though the only thing you can see is the aqua blue sky, so close to the edges of the vast unknowns of space and the soft, pillowy, cotton candy looking white clouds. Probably because staring outside the window makes you feel lonely, but in a different way, you feel more isolated looking at this vast empty space. But it's the kind of alone where you feel at peace instead of longing to be loved. Staring out into the clouds for a while made me fall asleep. It was mostly peaceful up until the plane began to wobble and shake, making me jump slightly and slowly blink away. The plane was still shaking for a couple more seconds before it finally stopped. The feeling felt off-putting, as if I had no control over my body. There we go again. Above my head, the seatbelt sign lit up, glowing a soft milky white, indicating its passengers to put their seatbelts back on. I sat there confused, along with the other passengers around me looking equally confused as me. This is your captain speaking. We have a minor problem. Please remain seated and calm. Follow our stewardess safety instructions as we resolve this problem. I felt that stirring ache in my stomach again, as if my body were telling me things were going to be okay. That's exactly what I'm feeling as of right now. Like, why is the plane doing that? I could only pray for the best as I remained seated. Hold up. Boom. Okay. Oh, this better be recording, otherwise this is gonna sound crap. Ooh. Hold up. Wait a minute now. Hold up. The plane just exploded. The wing of it, I mean. We've fallen down to the ground. It's fun to be very fast. Better fasten your seatbelts, we're gonna freaking crash. Down in the ground, about to be 6 feet deep. Flames are coming out the window. I'm looking through the window. I grabbed the mask quickly and placed it over my face before trying to breathe normally, but I was struggling, my mind fogged with a metaphorical smoke as my eyes welled with tears. What's going on? Why did things have to go wrong today? Why today of all other godforsaken days? There was suddenly a loud screeching alarm. My mind fogged up more as the voice of the pilot began to fade into the background. My eyes' vision felt like it was fading away as smoke began to fill the cabin of the plane. Looks like the fire got in, I said to myself. I'm feeling my body become weightless as the plane began to rapidly descend. The cries and screams of the people around me, making me lose my mind. I could barely make it out of the silhouettes of people around me clinging to their loved ones. I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die alone. A waste of my life. I don't want to die as a virgin. I'm not ready to that. I'm trying to lose it before I cruise it. Shut your stupid. I bubbled to myself through the oxygen mask, feeling tears dripping down on my cheek. I was crying. The sense of overwhelming fear made me not realize that I was crying. I was trying to hear what the steward and stewardess were saying to me, but her words quickly drowned in the sea of people panicking and screaming as the plane was inching closer to its inevitable end. I tried to lie to myself, telling myself that everything was gonna be okay. As I closed my eyes, I could still feel myself cry before everything went black. It was silent, no light, no noise, no signs of life that the soul within my body could feel. And everyone, my heart felt heavy at the sudden memory, a pain like I never experienced before, as both my physical weight and the emotional weight of my heart made my brain mentally snap. As my lungs became heavier, my thoughts began to get fuzzier and fuzzier. I could feel my tears fade into the area around me. Even though I couldn't feel any pain in my body, the fear was already carved deep inside of me. I don't know how long I have been here. In all honesty, it felt like an eternity. Piecing together what bits of information I had only brought more questions than answers. But everything has an end to it. It wasn't long before I slowly felt my consciousness come to a halt. Hey, wake up. I feel someone shaking me, trying to wake me up. Leave him alone. He's probably already dead. He's still alive. He's still breathing. I open my eyes slowly and see someone trying to wake me up. I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I can feel myself. I'm still alive. Look at this handsome man! An unfamiliar blue figure is casting a shadow upon my body, continuously poking my left cheek. He looks down at me with a concerned look on his face. This man, he taking all the girls. This is the type of man that you look at and be like, yep, you're gonna steal all the girls. Eventually, you may steal my girl. And that's the award-winning smile he got right there. Yeah, you already know this game for to be fire. What you thought this was? Thank God you're still alive. As I was slowly regaining consciousness and trying to make sense of my surroundings, the blue beast turns his head to the side while calling for help. Hey, there's another survivor here. Could you lend me a hand to patch this guy up real quick? Off the top, the character designs are amazing. I hear in the distance gentle stops against the sand, gradually getting closer and closer to me. Before seeing a bunny sat next to my weak body within my peripheral vision, patching my wounds up with some disinfectants and gauze. Thankfully, they weren't life-threatening. I'm really glad you're here. I don't know what I would do without you. I see the husky says with a smile towards the bunny. No problem. It's the least I could do to help. I'm gonna regroup with the others and see if they need some help as well. Sure thing. I'll join you as sure thing. I'll join you and the others in a bit. The bunny bows slightly and smiles reluctantly before making her way out of my view. I tried my best to stand, but couldn't hold myself up. I coughed hoarsely, my breathing was heavy, my whole body zapping me with an achy pain. Please don't move too much. Take a break and let me help you. He slowly lifts my body just enough to make me sit up and lean back against the tree. Any idea where we are right now? I'm not sure where we are either, but based on our surroundings, doesn't seem like this place is inhabitable. How about you? Are you doing okay? Yeah, I am. Thanks. No problem. I need to look for others. Do me a favor and just stay still, okay? I nodded just after I did. He sprinted away. How is he so calm in a situation like this? I'm trying to play keys like that. I briefly glanced at my surroundings, trying to analyze the situation, only to see the remains of the plane scattered across the vast blue sea. So the crash was real. We're seeing some imagery right now. I thought with disbelief as I turned my neck to the left. I was now looking at the surface of a pale yellow sandy beach, littered with the bodies of unfortunate souls who were caught up in the catastrophe. What a gory sight. Dear God. Those people used to live and they were just dead in an instant. Just how many were lost? I pondered and shifted my gaze further out towards the shoreline. Horror and shock overtook me just as soon as I saw it. The scene before me resembled some kind of nightmarish hellscape. Charred remains that looked like a person's forearm and leg, one half of a mutilated looking torso with the skin of portions of someone's jawline still attached at the neck, a sickening looking pile of fleshy looking innards that glistened underneath the light of day. Splotches and streaks of crimson red could be peered as far as the eye could see, and debris littered the shoreline as if they were the remnants of some grim memento. The overpowering stench of machine oil permeated the air. A sudden pang of sadness and revulsion was felt, and I impulsively turned away from the grisly spectacle, only to be faced with the lush of green jungle lined with tall coconut trees and rows of bamboo. The sudden change of scenery took me by surprise, and I felt bewildered just by staring at the weird assortment of foliage. So much mixed colors, and certainly not the kind of diversity that was expected from this trip, but it was a picture of heaven in comparison to the horror of what was witnessed earlier. Having seen it all, I still couldn't break myself to accept reality, but the situation was all too real and I was caught up in it. At least I wasn't alone. There were others like that husky and bunny. Just where are they? I asked myself while frantically orienting myself towards the last known direction I saw the husky running off towards. If there was even a chance that others survived, then perhaps we could help each other out of this nightmare. Now, to get myself up, with a deep breath, I hauled myself up and stood on wobbly knees, leaning against the tree like a crutch for support, grasping my right shoulder. I gave it a firm push outwards and felt a joint readjust itself with a resounding. the good old sound effect. I didn't even have to put it in. It just, whew, it doesn't feel sprayed or dislocated, but I think that is a bit sore, I feel. Perhaps that buddy has some ointment for it. I thought to myself while eyeing the wrist of my arm for any other abnormalities. Seeing that nothing else was amiss, my focus once again returned straight ahead, and I saw the person that helped me a few minutes ago. He was walking back towards me in a frantic fashion. I immediately felt a sense of guilt since he must have been running back and forth while I rested. It was clear that I had to speak my mind. What are you doing? I told you to stay still. You need to rest, please. I'm fine. Just, I can't simply let you do all the work. You don't really need to though. You're badly hurt. I could fight them myself. Like you're any better. I'm still gonna help no matter how much you try to stop me. Please. Being alone here is the last thing I want. There could be killers. There could be animals. There could be bees. There could be wasps that would just sting me. They could be ants. Red ants, cause you know them red ants, you know, be having those bites. Alright, fine. Thanks. By the way, the name's Kip. How may I address you? Name's Null. Not gonna do Hisoka. And I know you're not talking about Hunter x Hunter. Sorry about that. My name is Null. Nice to meet you, Null. I hope we'll get along real well. Hey, can I get a depth real quick?
Psych! That's the wrong number!
He smiled wide from ear to ear. Looking at Kip's expression, he was still remaining calm like an unmoving pond with no ripples or splashes. It was as if he knew this would have happened and was prepared for it. Curiosity flooded my mind. I can't help but wonder the reason for it. How can you be so calm in a situation like this? I can barely get myself together. You see this? My hands are literally shaking. Like, I asked him as I still tried to steady my breathing. It was getting better, slowly but surely. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm still worried about the situation that we're in right now, but the best thing to do now is to calm down and think about what we need to do to survive in a situation like this. A calm mind is a clear mind. But you look like you've adapted to this immediately, in a snap, just like that. To be honest, I know that I take cold showers and it's supposed to calm me down, but in a situation like this, I'm not calm. It's a thing I taught myself, to be calm in any situation so that I know what to do next with a clear mind. Even for a situation like this, well, I didn't expect this to happen anywhere within my lifetime either. So, how many survivors do we have so far? And let me guess, none? Everyone dead? It's just you and me? Are we gonna start breeding with each other and make a bunch of wolf babies? Not many, unfortunately. I'm sure you saw the damage. There are more casualties than we would want. Hell. Jesus, man. Not sure what to say. I walked beside him in distraught. It wasn't long until we began approaching closer towards a group of people. They seemed to be discussing something. The other survivors are over there. We should join them. Perhaps we could plan a couple of things out. I nodded at Kim before walking with them to join the group.
What's good?
I gotta ask this question, just for research purposes nonetheless. Out of all the characters that are visually and artistically displayed in here on my monitor as of right now, who would you smack? We made our appearance to the small group consisting of different fur people. A polar bear, a bunny, an otter, and a red fox. And we ain't talking Foxy the pirate from Five Nights at Freddy's. Seems like they were discussing something. Hey guys, sorry for taking so long. Silence befell the group as none of them said a single word upon our revival. Some of them took a quick glance at us before averting their eyes away. You guys okay? What happened here? Yeah, being stuck in the middle of nowhere is totally okay. Real peachy. Come on, man. Just stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
A sense of dread floats in the air. Whatever happened here wasn't going so well. Everyone wasn't looking too great. All patched up and disheveled looking. I can only stand in place, not knowing what to say. It wasn't a while until Bunny breaks the silence. Then, how were we supposed to get home? Is there nothing we could do? I want to go home, she said before placing her hands over her face, letting out a loud exhale. Hey, it's okay, don't panic. I'm sure we can... Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just looking... We gonna edit that out.
You're gay! Change my state of mind!
Ladies and gentlemen,
So hard to find!
we got him.
I'm sure we could do something about it. We'll find a way. Yeah. We'll get through this and get ourselves home. All of us. I know. I'm sorry. Listen, before anything else, I would like to pay respects to the others who were not fortunate. You may have not made it out alive. Trust me, we're in a plane crash. And as far as we're concerned, not everyone survived, unfortunately. But to those who are still here as of right now, pretty much we'll make sure to live long lives just for y'all. So that way, all your souls through our vision can witness the things that you could never witness in your lifetime. Through me, you will see amazing things whilst I am living, whilst I'm still present in this world, until my hair goes gray or however long I am here. At least through my body, you'll be able to witness greatness, and through all of our bodies as well, nonetheless. So, but other than that, hope you're chilling in the skies. Hope you are, having a good time up there with all the other brethren that has fallen along the lifeline. Alright, I'm not gonna, long story short, rest in peace, and may your souls get a good rest up there in the blue skies, in the heavens, in the white clouds, in the greatness, and the glory, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I eyed the group while speaking and saw solemn faces all around. The fox expression still held its harshness, but no words came out of his mouth nonetheless. If anyone wishes to sit this one out, then now is the time. All had their heads bowed in respect except for the fox, who let out an exasperated sigh before following suit. I wasted no more time and gave a brief farewell for all those that have departed. Oh, I already did, so though strangers we remain, in memory you are retained. Rest in peace now, nameless brothers and sisters. Okay, that was more shorter and narrowed down than mine, but I guess we're gonna roll with it. There was an awkward silence which lasted for a bit after I gave my eulogy, but necessity dared the husky to speak up. We should all go further inland, away from the crash site. There's too little time to bury the bodies, and I'm not sure if I even feel like it at the moment. He struggles with his words, trying hard to downplay the carnage on the beach. The others could only nod slowly in unison. I agree, but eventually we would need to clear up the bodies. I hear wildlife all around us, so we need to assume that the mess would only attract predators. That is a potential threat for all of us. I replied in a concerned tone while staring at Kim in the eyes. True, but I say we make that tomorrow's problem, since our priority now is to secure a campsite before we lose the light of day. So far, we only know that we're stuck on a deserted island, according to Owen and Baru. My question is, who's Owen and Baru? Yeah, this place is indeed an island. We even covered some high ground to get a glimpse of our surroundings. Yep. I was surprised that Owen could even climb a tree that fast. So that's Owen and that's Baru. Before I knew it, he was high up in the tree. But we couldn't find any buildings or anything man-made. Not only that, the cell phone signal was busted. Dang. So I don't get to look at how crazy Twitter's going as of right now. Not a single game bar. So we really are cut off from the rest of the world. Well, if anything, our survival takes priority. People will be looking for us eventually, but for now, what do you guys think we should do? No? Any ideas? We could salvage the aeroplane before the resources float away from all the waves. That's great. I'm not going. I'm not trying to smell no dead bodies from a mile away. Huh? You guys can go collect stuff. But I'll go mind my own business. I stand close to Kim as the red fox walks away out of our view without ever looking back. Oh, don't worry about him. He's been like that since we've been here. Yeah, he doesn't let anyone near him. He's probably having it bad right now. Just let it slide. I'm sure he'll come around.
What were you just watching?
Yeah, he probably needs some time to process all this, considering there's no Wi-Fi, he can't play any games on his phones, because now we don't got game on our phones without a signal now, do we? We're still adapted to the situation in our own ways after all. Right. All of us except the fox headed towards the remains of the plane and proceeded with our plan. A few hours has passed, and it seemed like all of us managed to salvage at least one thing from the remains of the wreck. There wasn't much left to find, only a few cans of food, a few bottles of mineral water, and a med kit. The day passed by quickly as the sky turned a beautiful shade of amber just upon the horizon with the pinkish purple glow emanating from the remnants of the sun's glow. See, I read that greatly. Definitely did not edit that. By the time we regrouped again, it was already dark. It was only then I realized. Crap. Huh? There's something wrong? We didn't make a campfire for the night. Oh. Crap, you're right. We were also caught up in salvaging what we could that we forgotten all about it. Then what do we do now? Do we even have time to build one now? I don't think it'll be safe to go through the dark to gather firewood now. But it's more dangerous to be in the dark at night. Who knows? What creature might sneak up on us in the dark? I guess it'll be a very long, cold night. At least I'll get used to the cold shower in the morning. Well, if it's cold you're worried about, my big fluffy fur can warm you up all night. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll manage what we can't find for now and build one. Guys, is that smoke? She said, lifting her hand to the point at the direction of the smoke. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. Let's go. And this will be a cutting point right here nonetheless. And it seems kind of interesting because we're pretty much, you know, we were on the plane getting ready to go on our vacation, and nonetheless we were met with an unexpected twist of pretty much the plane crashing on a deserted island where now I'm pretty much have to survive, and I'm not alone in it. I'm with the husky, I have a polar bear, then there's the bunny, then there's the fox. The polar bear's name is Baru, the otter's name is Owen. Okay, I tried to remember the names nonetheless, but other than that, it's a pretty interesting concept, and honestly I can't wait to get into this. So but other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, blast that like button on your way out. Also, why not subscribe to join me on this journey, and I will see you guys on the next episode of NullFace. I am sorry for being gone so long.